And we're underway. Corinthians kicking us off in this final match of the Soccer 7 series. Well, Seb Page, this is a really exciting matchup because Corinthians, we obviously expect so much from them. They're masters already winning the plate competition. We've seen the physicality, but we saw that against Vasco da Gama as well, and Coventry City had all the answers for it. Yeah, it's a really interesting matchup. Corinthians bringing so much flair to this tournament, but they've got the aggression to go with it. You see, when they took on # earlier, it was a really physical affair. Yeah, Coventry showed what they've got against Vasco too. And you know, if you didn't know the background of either team, you may have thought that Coventry were the Brazilian side in that game with the cheeky finish that won it, the flick behind the corner. So yeah, looking forward to this final. It was Batanwe, the player, with that cheeky flick, and I don't think there's any better way to put it. It was just full of flair and creativity. Everything you'd expect, as he's now on the shoulder to pressure. And Charlie Finney as well, who had an opportunity and just set it off to a teammate, and really should have been a bit more selfish and finish himself. We have seen him do so in this tournament already. There's now the Sky Blues moving backwards. And, well, we've seen in the heat, it can just mean that tempers flare a little bit. We've seen that across most of our finals so far, Seb. That was a definite handball, but yeah, like the Coventry player is a lot younger than this Corinthian side, but I'd like to see that, them giving them a bit of argy-bargy to start the game, letting them know they're there, they won't be bullied by them. Scavani, the man between the sticks, joined from Fulham's academy in July. What's brilliant with Corinthians bringing 3 sides out, obviously their women's team and the Masters team too, they've just got such a big crowd in the stands now for this final. There's a lot of noise coming from them too. So attacking free kick for Corinthians. As well, as you just spoke about, the Masters team and Corinthians Femenino in the stands, and you can see the Masters with the medals hung around their neck. There's Coventry City, winning the attacking free kick, and it is Kai Yearn who stands over this. Goes for goal. Oh, that is spectacular. Kai Yearn, the captain, you can take a bow. Spread those arms wide. The prepared celebration. Well, we are left speechless after that. Excellent. Ivo Alves diving. Well, he was quite some way out as well, the free kick going the way of Coventry City, and boy did they make the most of it. I've been saying all weekend that why at this format do the teams not put a player on each of their posts for the free kicks? You've seen a few free kicks go in wide. If you had players there, they could stop it. Well, now the pressure on Corinthians, and this specialist team with Kaka on the ball. The focus on 7 aside. We see it a lot in Brazil as Kaka just does a little bit too much work there and loses the ball from under his feet. See it a lot in Brazil. They have really well developed small-sided football leagues. They also have professional footballing out there as well, and beach soccer being massive. But it's the youngsters of Coventry City as the goal scorer. He's quickly back to his feet. There's no hanging around. He knows he needs to be back up and support his team. The captain, as Corinthians trying to build. Really high intensity start to this game. Elba Junior sends the ball off to the edge of the area, gets the strike away. Well, a big moment and a big save from the Coventry City goalkeeper, Oscar Varney. Well, it flashed in so quickly. I'm sure we'll get to look back at it in a moment as they try and work out from this corner. Corinthians, Coventry, just trying to control the ball and losing out in the end. Just over 2 minutes left to play in the first half. Coventry City lead. Jorginho. Junior. Oh, they're watching him like a hawk. Riley Siddle, one of the players. Seven with a real focus on the ball. Yes. While making their strides forward, and just slipping in the end is Tolu Woloju. Covers so much ground, his stride, the cadence, real talent when coming forward.
I think the first time I've seen a bit of panic on the defence, Corinthians' defence so far. They're usually so calm.
Now it's the Coventry City defence that's tested, and Tanwi, no error there.
Take a look back to this earlier shot, teed up, great curl on the ball, but the keeper got a hand to it.
Really important palm from Muscovani. They're holding their own so well, the youth of Coventry City. They've been under a lot of pressure. They've always had a response. As space now opens up and driving through. Wow, that's an excellent block. And is it Kai Yern who was flying in? I think it might have been the captain who scored down one end. And I think that was him whizzing through. It is. Well, what a performance. Let's take a look back at this. The strike came in. The keeper just almost got there, but it was Kai Yern who made the all-important block. Well, after scoring down one end, a goal-saving block in the end of this first half, down the other. It flashes across the face of goal. No one there to meet it. There was never really any pressure on it because there was nobody there from Corinthians. And at half-time, it's the youth of Coventry City who lead the Brazilian Giants by 1-0. So the music dropping in the stadium, because this is where it gets serious. The second half of the Men's Cup final here at the SOCCER7 Series in Singapore. And wow, what a first half we've had between Coventry City of the English Championship play in the EFL. This young team they've brought over. Players who, well, maybe watch later on in the window to go out on loan. A few of these players have had loan spells away from the club. Mostly teenagers, but so much skill. As Batanwi gets away. He has all the flair. Driving into the area now. Tolu Woloju sets something up nice. It's headed out and over. Finney was there and waiting. And, headed ball looping over the bar. Well, it's a nervy position to be in for Coventry City, Seb, because we've seen how quickly games can change. As well, they have won an attacking free kick, and we know what happened from the last one. And this is exactly what we saw in that Vasco da Gama game. And of course, he moves over the ground so well, Joshua Tolawoloju, and he does become a target for fouls.
Yeah, it's all about game management now. You saw in that Masters final how well Leicester did it, but Corinthians do have a lot of intensity in their game, so they can change it in a second.
Yen steps up, goes for goal again. Oh, and it's a second. And now they have the cushion. Coventry City replicating the PK Humble celebration as they split off to the side. And once again, it's come from a superb free kick taken by Kai Yen. Well, he just has a way of unlocking defences. But Tanwi was in there. Just how much contact did he get with it? This will be the telling angle. There it is. The guiding header into the back of the net. And Coventry City lead by 2-0.
It's really interesting. You don't see so many set-piece goals in sevens, but this final could be decided by 2 of them.
So Tristan Tanwi back on the score sheets again. It's been so hard to keep him off it, and he has that flair and that real confidence in the box. Such a danger. And now Corinthians really have to push. So they'll need to find 2 goals and come from behind. And this is a big opportunity and a huge save. And the follow-up's not there. Oscar Varney making himself exceptionally big once again. Well, what a player he is. The 18-year-old who only recently joined from Fulham's academy. What a shrewd signing he is.
It's a huge save, that. What a time for Corinthians to get one back. Really put the pressure on, but Coventry keep their 2-goal lead.
When it's a cushion that hasn't been broken, teams, when they go 2 goals up, the win, particularly here at the SOCCER7 series in Singapore, tends to stick. And of course, me and Seb have spoken about a lot of how that tends to be the way in sevens on a whole, and particularly when it's these bigger pitches that they're playing on. There's a huge amount of work that goes into each attack, so you have to make them worthwhile, and that's what Corinthians will try and do now. But the Sky Blues rushing back. Players open in the black and white of Corinthians. Can they get one back? They need to be solid here. Coventry don't want to open the door, and that's exactly what they do. Keep it locked, firm, shut. There's Finney now on the ball, coming forward. Blue shirts arriving around him to help him out. He's forced backwards, and you know, that's not too bad in terms of game management. And something that's really impressive with these Coventry City players is the maturity they have to understand the sevens format, not take the risk, however tempting it might be. And Finney now coming forward. Ivo Alves marking his near post. Siddle. And that just overplayed, and you could hear the roar there from Kai Yen, who's been exceptional throughout the latter stages of this tournament, but particularly in this final and earlier on today. Great talker as well. We managed to grab a few words with him earlier on in the competition. He was the one who first tipped us off about the boots burning on the pitch and the pain that they're having to deal with in terms of that.
But yeah, really impressive side though, Coventry. It's two games against Brazilian sides that could have proved real problems for them. But both very professionally managed. Just over 2 minutes left here. They don't make any mistakes. This is going to be a nice, comfortable victory for them.
Yeah, and getting back quickly. Heavy touch from Jorginho. Corinthians trying to find the right opportunity. They strike another huge save and a very good block. Well, Oscar Varney, this is some form to keep Corinthians out. Well, that's one you put on your CV, that's for sure. If this game remains and ends this way, inside 100 seconds to go now, and Coventry City will be counting down every single one of them. They need to stay awake, they need to stay switched on here. They've done so well so far. Corinthians, this specialist sevens team who has been sent to this tournament. And the ball out for a throw.
Let's have a look at this save. Another brilliant save by the keeper, and he pushed it out. And the Corinthians man followed it up, and it was a brilliant challenge from the defender.
Well, Lucas Hector has really tried to force the matter. Try and find the back of the net for Corinthians. Hasn't been able to do it. It's been him and Lucinio who have been pushing forward. Changes for Coventry City. On comes Mackenzie Stretton as one of the switches. I'm sure we'll get confirmation of those in their number. I suppose the key one is that the captain stays on. Kai 30 seconds left. Well, this would be the biggest upset of the competition so far. The final game of the day here at the Soccer 7 Series. Ivo Alves, the keeper, is up. 15, 14 seconds. The clock continues to tick down into the arms of Barney, and he'll just be ushered to keep his time. Stay down on the ground. They signal to calm down. They'll wait to hear the whistle of referee John Moss. He looks up to the clock. He looks at his wrist. The ball headed forward. Corinthians bring it down. Maybe time for one last chance, but surely not enough time for two. And Coventry City are so close to an emphatic victory against one of the most decorated names in football. We're still playing at the referee's discretion, and Coventry City keeping the ball at their feet, just coming forward. Well, no one wants this to end. Coventry City are begging for it to end. Tolawaloju with his arms raised on the sideline, trying to get the attention of the referee, who once again checks his watch. Well, another free kick.
John Moss been enjoying his weekend so much that he just wants to keep going.
He doesn't want to let it go, does he? And play will continue.
Surely,
Kai,
as soon as they take this, that'll be it.
It has to be. Well, we must be over a minute over the 7 now in this second half. Stretton. And it's done. Coventry City have won it. Champions in the Men's Cup in the Soccer 7 Series in Singapore. Against all the odds, the youth of Coventry City prevail, beating the Brazilians with flair, passion, tenacity, the lot. This is a group of 10 young men